You're tired of dying in Nights of Damnation, right? Well, today I'm going to teach you a set of skills and strategies to win any match, even against good killers. So I recommend you don't skip any part. Without further ado, let's get to the point. So you can see here that killers and survivors have a stamina bar. This is like a second life. In this topic, you'll have to take stamina seriously if you want to win. Stamina management consists of not letting it reach zero. As you can see here, my stamina runs out when I get close to a survivor. If it reaches zero, the survivor can gain an extreme stamina advantage by having a good distance from you. I recommend getting stamina to 10-15 as either a survivor or a killer, but depending on the situation, you can use more than that. When using shift block as a survivor, never use it to run while facing the killer. You'll become slow and an easy target. Avoid going into dead ends or dead zones. Stay in open areas to prevent yourself from being cornered and killed. Whenever you are dying, move to your team's side. They can protect you. But if your team is useless or doesn't have any stunners or supports, you'll have to create distance with the next topic below. Blind spot is a place where the killer can't see you. For example, the background video. I kept deceiving the killer until he thought I had already left and hidden. Blind spot is great for resetting chases and healing, etc. You can use blind spot to make the killer lose focus on you, allowing you to gain distance. Now, moving on to juking. It's only necessary if your stamina is low. Make unpredictable movements. Be unpredictable. Turn left and quickly switch to right. Circle the killer, and when he's about to attack, turn around behind him and run to another location. If you do that and become unpredictable, you'll stop being an easy target and become a challenging target for the killer. Now, a loop, for those who don't know what a loop is a structure where you can keep circling with the killer until he catches you. For example, you are at point A and the killer is at point D. You walk to point C, you hear the killer's footsteps or presence approaching, and you run to point D. So if the killer goes around to get to point D, you'll return to point A before he arrives, and this will repeat until he catches up with you, at which point you'll have to change the looping location. So, here are all the best looping spots on each map. In the FNAF 2 map, the best loop locations are here, here, and here, in this map is here, here too. And here. You can also use the wall grabbing technique. This will give you a good advantage during long chases using loops. Example. Here are some settings that will help with your gaming. The game updated just as I was about to talk about killer counters, so here are the best loop spots on the FNAF 3 map. First here. Second here. And the last one here. To find a good loop spot, look for one that has two sides of view where the killer can come from. we've reached the last topic, counters. For those who don't know, a counter is a survivor or strategy that negates the killer's abilities, either by canceling them or by taking hits but landing the stun. This is where sentinels come in. They can cancel attacks if they stun before the windup ends. Phone Guy can cancel most abilities, but his stun is somewhat predictable. Henry's punch is very predictable. The shield is good for protecting against attacks and gaining a speed boost in chases. I'll show you the skills that the Phone Guy uses to counter. If I missed any topics, comment below, and now I'm finally free after hours of editing.